Notice something strange? The hardest part of any task is rarely the task itself. It's the few seconds before you start. I do this constantly. I'll open my laptop to write, and before I've typed a word, my hand is already on my phone. Not because I decided to check it. It's more like the phone was already moving before I noticed my hand was doing it. You tell yourself you'll start after one short video, and an hour is gone, and you couldn't tell anyone what was in it. It looks like laziness. It looks like weak discipline. I used to call it that too. But I don't think the brain is chasing pleasure here at all. I think it's trying to escape something so fast, you never even catch it happening. Here's the actual mechanism, as best I understand it. Your brain runs a prediction every few seconds. Before you speak, before you work, before you send a message, how is this going to feel? The answer shows up before reality does. If it predicts discomfort or boredom, or the small humiliation of being bad at something, it starts hunting for an exit. Phone, food, scrolling, reorganizing your desk, telling yourself you'll begin tomorrow. It genuinely does not matter which exit, just that there is one. Take an email from your boss. Takes 30 seconds to read, and your chest tightens before you've even opened it. The email isn't doing that to you. The prediction is, your brain already ran the bad outcome version in the background, and it's reacting like that version happened. By the time your hand is on your phone, you're not choosing anything. You're just finishing a sequence that started a few seconds earlier without you. There's a real name for this in psychology, predictive processing. Instead of just reacting to what happens, the brain is constantly forecasting what's about to happen and adjusting you ahead of time. Lisa Feldman Barrett has written a lot about this. The idea that emotions like fear or stress are built from prediction rather than being a clean response to the outside world, which means some real percentage of what you feel today is a forecast, not a reaction. I find that unsettling more than useful, honestly. Think about the last time you meant to work out and didn't. Your body was fine. The gym hadn't gotten heavier overnight. Nothing had changed physically. But your mind ran the tired muscles, effort, giving up halfway version, and that alone was enough discomfort to stop you before you'd done anything. Then the shortcut arrives. Maybe tomorrow. You take it and you feel better instantly. Nothing in your actual life changed. Your brain rewards the escape anyway because the bad prediction is gone. This is where I think people get dopamine wrong. It's not simply a pleasure reward. It reinforces whatever behavior solved the problem your brain believed it had. Skip the gym, anxiety lifts, your brain quietly logs. Good solution, do that again. Open the app, uncertainty fades for 10 minutes, same note gets filed. After enough of these, you're not consciously picking distraction anymore. It's already been marked as the thing that works. I've started calling this the escape prediction loop, mostly because I needed a name for it to catch myself doing it. Small emotional signal, usually below notice. Brain predicts discomfort, finds the fastest exit. You get a little relief. Brain marks the escape as valuable. Repeat enough times and escaping becomes the default setting, not a choice you're making anymore. The original discomfort might last 5 seconds. The habit built to avoid it can run for years, which is a strange trade when you write it out like that. And success doesn't break this the way you'd expect. Sometimes it feeds it. Picture two people getting praised after finishing something hard. One person's brain stores the accomplishment. The other's stores the relief that the stress is finally over, and that's a different memory entirely. Next time a hard thing shows up, the second person still feels the pull to escape, because what got remembered wasn't the work. It was surviving the pressure of it. I think this explains why people who are objectively doing well still procrastinate constantly. Their resume changed. Their predictions didn't get the memo. Same thing explains the people who spend years waiting to feel confident before they act. I don't think confidence works that way, or at least it hasn't for me. It's closer to a memory your brain assembles after it survives something it expected to go badly. The prediction only shifts once reality keeps contradicting it, over and over, annoyingly slowly. Viktor Frankl wrote that between stimulus and response, there's a space, and that's where freedom actually lives. I like that line more than I trust myself to fully explain it. But neuroscience gives it some backing. That space is where a prediction can get questioned instead of just obeyed automatically. The problem is that apps have gotten extremely good at closing that gap. They don't wait to see if you're escaping something. They just hand you the exit the second discomfort shows up, before you've had time to notice it arriving. Think about how little boredom you can sit with now. 5 seconds? Waiting in line used to mean watching people, thinking, half daydreaming. Now the phone is out before boredom has said hello. Your brain is slowly unlearning that discomfort fades on its own if you leave it alone. Instead, it's learning the opposite lesson. Every uncomfortable feeling gets an exit immediately, no exceptions. Here's what actually worries me about this. The more exits your brain finds, the fewer doors it opens toward anything that matters. Creativity starts in uncertainty. Real relationships start in something closer to vulnerability than comfort. Learning starts in confusion, by definition. You don't learn things you already understand. All of it requires sitting inside a feeling your brain is actively trying to get you out of. Make escape automatic enough, and growth just quietly stops being on the table. Not because you decided against it, because the option never really got considered. And this is the part that gets uncomfortable to sit with. Eventually, your brain isn't just escaping situations anymore. It's escaping the person you could have become, one small avoidance at a time. Nothing dramatic marks the moment this happens. It's quieter than that. Your brain just keeps redefining what counts as safe a little more each time until safety wins out over growth by default. Every dream you put off, every hard conversation you skip, every opportunity you let sit untouched, all of it adds one more instruction. Stay where nothing can reach you. Except I can't think of anything meaningful I've ever built while staying completely comfortable. Can you? Kurt Lewin's old line was that behavior comes from the person and the environment together. Right now, the environment is full of exits you can't see until you've already taken one. Phone by the bed, notifications arriving before your own thoughts get a chance to. Every app competing to be the fastest possible answer to the smallest discomfort you feel. It's not really you against your goals anymore, not directly. It's your future against 1,000 small, well-designed exits, all fighting for the same 20 minutes of your evening. There's a second layer here too. I don't think your brain is addicted to scrolling exactly. I think it's addicted to not knowing what's next. Every scroll promises something new might be there. Every refresh is a small maybe. The uncertainty is what keeps the whole system running, and it's the same mechanism behind slot machines, which B.F. Skinner demonstrated decades before any of these apps existed. Unpredictable rewards build stronger habits than predictable ones ever do. Social media just got there first, among the people trying to hold your attention for a living. So try applying that same logic somewhere else. Make growth the unpredictable thing instead. Read one page and let curiosity actually pull you into the next one. Write one sentence and see what shows up after it that you didn't plan. Walk outside for 5 minutes with no destination and notice where your mind goes. Your brain wants discovery. It genuinely does not care whether that discovery came from a notification or from your own thinking. It just wants the not knowing yet feeling either way. This is also where I think people misunderstand discipline. They picture it as a daily fight against themselves, gritted teeth, forcing it. But the people I've watched stick with hard things for years aren't fighting constantly. Somewhere along the way, they change what their brain predicts about the thing. A musician stops predicting hours of grinding practice and starts predicting the feeling of finally getting a passage right. A writer stops dreading the blank page and starts expecting to find a sentence in there they didn't know they had. Same task, different forecast running underneath it. Neuroplasticity research backs some of this up. Repeated experience keeps reshaping neural pathways well into adulthood. It doesn't stop after childhood, the way people used to assume. Stay inside the discomfort slightly longer than you did yesterday, and the prediction updates. Next time the same kind of challenge shows up, it reads as a little less threatening, then a little less again. Confidence doesn't arrive all at once. It gets built slowly, out of a long string of predictions that turned out to be wrong. Kids get this by default before anyone talks them out of it. A toddler falls constantly learning to walk, and each fall just becomes information, not a verdict on who they are. Somewhere on the way to adulthood, a lot of us flip that order around. We start believing confidence has to come first. Then action follows. So we wait. Wait to feel ready, wait to feel fearless. Wait to become someone who finally starts. Waiting feels safer than risking the disappointment. So the brain keeps voting for it. Frankl also argued that meaning is what lets people endure real hardship. And I think that still holds outside of the extreme situations he was writing about. When your attention shifts from avoiding discomfort towards something bigger than how this particular moment feels, effort starts reading differently. Difficulty stops meaning something has gone wrong and starts meaning something actually matters to you. So maybe the useful question isn't, how do I stop escaping? Maybe it's, what future is worth staying uncomfortable for? Without an answer to that, your brain just drifts toward whatever gives it relief fastest, and every single escape feels completely reasonable in the moment it happens, which is exactly what makes it easy to keep choosing. Here's something worth trying tomorrow morning before you reach for your phone. Pause for 30 seconds. Just watch the urge show up. Don't fight it, don't judge it, just watch. It rises like a wave, and then it falls every time if you actually wait it out. That's the whole lesson the apps would rather you never learn. Cravings move on their own, and an uncomfortable prediction loses its grip the moment you stop feeding it right away. Then, before you consume anything, do one thing that counts. Read a page, write a paragraph. Stretch for 5 minutes. Water the plant that's been sitting there. The specific action barely matters. What matters is the order. That creating happened before consuming did. Do that enough times and it stops being a trick and starts looking like who you are. Next time your hand drifts toward the easy exit, it might help to remember what it's actually asking for. Not entertainment, relief. The real question is where that relief comes from. Running, or becoming someone who's stopped needing to. One choice won't fix anything by itself, and neither will one corrected prediction. But every time you stay in the discomfort long enough to prove your brain wrong, something small shifts. Days become weeks, weeks become habit, habit becomes identity, slowly enough that you won't notice it happening in real time. And at some point you look back and realize the prison was never the phone, never the missing motivation. It was a prediction your brain made years ago that nobody ever went back and checked. Check it, and the rest starts to move on its own. If this perspective changed the way you see your own mind, take a second to like this video and share it with someone who's been quietly fighting this invisible battle. And if you're ready to understand the hidden psychology behind everyday human behavior, subscribe to Psyscholar, because every week we explore the darker patterns shaping our lives and how to rise above them.